Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Today, I'm going to be answering this question of what is the connection of social media addiction and emotional numbness. Actually, social media addiction is used, and I mean here like TikTok, binging YouTube shorts, binging some reels there. Like you just find yourself like in a spot where you can't put your phone down. Like it's just there with you. You can be at the washroom, or you can be with your friends, or you can be eating, or you can be at your workplace, commute. You just can't put social media away. Like you enjoy, you follow those celebrities, follow their gossip, you follow what's happening in Russia or Iran. Like you follow it really, really intensely. And then there's also the other side, of course, where you doom scroll. You just find the negative things, like you're doom scrolling, like you really want to find at every tiny update of what's happening, let's say in America, or what's happening in India, like what's happening all in South Africa. Like you are always there looking for those huge events, like what's happening. You really so something about this constant behavior of like overindulging in social media is like this overindulgence in something always indicates an avoidance of something. It's just how it is. Like when you overindulge in something, even let's talk about it logically. If you spend like most people spend like 8 hours on social media the whole day, of course the 8 hours are hours which you cannot recover, logically speaking. So those 8 hours you'd have used to do something else, like let's say call your parents, like take a walk, go to the gym, or cook those healthy meals, or budget, or do that project, or apply for that job, or finish your homework. Like you would have used those 8 hours on something productive. So it simply means that by spending 8 hours on some addictive behavior like doom scrolling on social media, you are avoiding the 8 hours of productivity. This doesn't mean that you have to be productive all the time, but just logically speaking. So the more you avoid this thing, the more these things you avoid builds a lot of stress deep within you. And stress is painful because the things you avoid are your responsibility. However much you avoid them, it will come a point where they will need your attention. Yes, they need your attention now, but you can be like, that assignment, I'll just finish it next week, or that loan, I'll pay it next week, or that friend, I'll call them a few weeks from now. The more you push them aside, the more the pain, the more the pile or the stress accumulates. So when that pile of stress, let's explain it metaphorically, it's like piling dirty clothes in your room. When it keeps piling up while you're doing your own thing in your bed, it piles up to the point where it that pile collapses and it kind of spills on top of you, and then you may get hurt. So that's the same thing with the things you are avoiding by doing social media. Like it gets to the point where they pile up so much, the point where they cave in on you, and that is how we avoid. So social media is like the avoidance strategy for things which are buried deep inside, and these things which are buried deep inside, now because your mind has seen that you cannot handle it and you're not looking for healthy outlets to do it, the mind now decides to pick numbness, because numbness is kind of inbuilt. So the mind is like, this person doesn't want to look for better ways to regulate their emotions or to process their emotions, and these emotions are actually so overwhelming to the point where I just need to keep this person safe. So to keep this person safe, let me just push them aside. And the more you push them aside, the more you indulge in this addiction. So that's how addiction is. It's like pushing aside something, and then you overindulge in something, because you overindulge on it because you are also starting to become afraid. Or your mind is now becoming so afraid of what you are leaving behind. Like the pain is becoming, or the stress is becoming so huge or so intense or so chronic to the point where you just want something else. You just want to distract yourself. You don't want to see it, because the moment you see it, it will feel really, really painful, because with awareness, you're able to see, like, hey, actually, you're wasting your life, you're wasting your opportunities, you're wasting your money, and there are things out there which need your attention. So, the more you indulge in social media without dealing with what's happening in your life, the basic things, the more you keep indulging in it, the more it becomes addictive, and the more the pain inside keeps going up. So, the more you engage in pleasure, the more the pain keeps going up. This doesn't mean that social media is evil per se, as people say, but the thing is, social media is easy. It's an easy stimulant. It just offers that path of least resistance, because now, even with the advent of, like, there's free Wi-Fi everywhere, it's so easy to just indulge or to just enjoy what's in social media. Like, it's connecting you with all the strangers all over the world. Even, let's say, if you're watching this, of course you're watching this through a social media platform, so it's connecting me to you, and I don't know you, you're just a stranger from I don't know where. So that's the same thing. Like, it's really easy to just click and you're lost. Like, it's like, in fact, my friend was once telling me, like, it's like a world on its own. Like, because you're just here now, and then you're doing a TikTok live dancing, and then someone from a different time zone, different culture, is just watching and commenting. So it's not evil, but it's a very easy path, because it's just at the palm of your fingers, and anyone who has a stable internet connection can access it at the palm of their hands. Unlike things like, I'm not just using, unlike things like drugs. Let me just use it as an example. Drugs, you have to stand up, go to the shop, you have to have money. So it can be less addictive. Not really that way in that sense. Just let's just use an example, guys. It can be less addictive or less out of reach to everyone. But social media is just within the palm of your hands. Like, even let's say after I finish making this video, I can just sit down there for 3 hours, 4 hours, and just scroll and just look at what's happening in Iraq, Iran, I don't know, Kenya, I don't know where. I can just do that because it's easy. And once your mind picks something easy as an avoidance strategy, it becomes a challenge to stop it. And so social media addiction is really tough to stop, because it's so easily accessible. And sometimes you don't really see it as harmful. You see something like drugs, you can see negative effects in your life. Let's say you are going broke, it's affecting your health, your family, you are ashamed, or you are feeling guilty. So those negative sensations sometimes do help to kind of steer you away from an unhealthy behavior. But for social media, it has some benefits. You may be saying that, I use social media for my business, I use to sell products, I want to connect with my friends. You see, it has some positive connotation to it. But if you just look at what you're doing, you realize that the connecting with your friends was something we were doing 5 years ago, but now it's not connecting with your friends. Just like overindulging in reels, doom scrolling, looking at the celebrities and their lives, or just something which is not really helping you as a person. So numbness, especially for someone who stays indoors so much, will choose something like social media addiction as a way to assist, or to a way to help you cope with the pain, or as the avoidance strategy of choice. And the thing is, you can still overcome all this by dealing with first what's causing the numbness. So you now see, like, why I share that dealing with the root causes actually makes your life better, because most problems actually hold hands to with one another. Like, you see, now you're addicted to social media because you are numb, because you're not feeling your pain. Once you deal with this numbness, the social media addiction lessens, and you're able to use social media essentially or functionally. Hope you found that informative, guys. Share with me your experience, or share with me, if you want, the number of hours you spend on social media. And actually, if you want to break free from that addiction, it's the first start is just consciously looking at the time you're spending on that app. You will be surprised that maybe this year you've spent half your year in that application. Yes, it's not a root cause, it's still a symptom, but it can be just a step in the right direction. And this doesn't mean that you just quit now and just live in the mountains. No, that's still another form of avoidance. It's just like acknowledging that, hey, all these things, when not done with full awareness, you may end up getting addicted, or they may suck you in. Until next time, guys, a wonderful evening.